Alright, Unit 5, Formula 2, Day 6, solving radicals. So solving radicals, these are going to be equations with radical signs in them. So we're going to be solving for x, but there's going to be square roots inside the equation. Okay, first one. Now the rule you need to remember before you can start doing it, you need to make sure your square root is by itself, meaning there's nothing on the outside. There's no plus and there's nothing on the other side. Okay? Once you get your square root by yourself, we want to get rid of the square root. So what we're going to do is we're going to square it. Okay? All right? And what you do to one side, we have to do to the other. The nice thing about this when it gets to it by itself is if you take a square root by itself and you square it, you are left with whatever is under the square root. So we are left with the 2x plus 6. Now 6 squared on the right side is 36. Okay. Now it's a two-step equation. So I want to get rid of the 6. So 2x equals 30, divide by 2, x equals 15. That's my answer for that one. Okay, next one. Now here, our square root is not by itself. We have that 5 here, so I need to get rid of the 5. Now what's the 5 doing to the square root? It is multiplying. So I have to divide to get rid of it. Now if I divide one side by 5, I have to divide the other side by 5. Okay? So now I have the square root of 6x plus 4 equals 8. Now my square root is by itself. There's nothing on the outside. So I'm going to take it, I'm going to square it. Now when I square one side, I also have to square the other. Okay? Now the nice thing again, when you take a square root and you square it, you're left with what's under the square root. Okay, so I have 6x plus 4, and 8 squared is 64. Okay. Now I'm going to subtract 4, because it's just a two-step equation now. 6x equals 60, so x equals 10. Okay. Last one, this one, square root on both sides, but there's nothing outside, so I'm just going to take it, I'm going to square both sides. Now, when I square the one on the left, remember, when you square a square root, you're left with what's under it. Okay, and on this side, when I square a square root, I'm left with what's under it. Okay, now I'm going to move my x's. So I'm going to take this x and move it over. So I get 2x plus 9 equals 17. Subtract 9. So 2x equals 8, and x equals 4. And that's my answer. Have a great day, guys.